All right, stream now should be back up on YouTube. So this will be New Cycle Part 2. It's been a week since I played it, so we're going to have to try to remember what the crap I was doing with the settlement. I hate doing that. I almost always want to start a new one, but I won't, because as a viewer, I hate that as well, where someone keeps restarting. So let me get the volume turned down. Don't remember what we had the volume set to. Get this open, and I'll talk about the RimWorld news. Not really news, but the RimWorld thing I heard earlier. All right, New Cycle. It looks like there was an update. Oh, I did look at the update for New Cycle, actually, part of it. And one of the things that they changed is, unfortunately, something that I went over in my What Is video. So they are making it so you can actually move around and place buildings and change things while paused. Before it was real time. If you paused, you had a pause screen, you couldn't do anything. It was just paused. But there was a 0.1 speed mode. So you can do stuff during that. But now you can actually do stuff while paused, too. Google better at text and user interfaces? Shocked, yeah. All right, so when it's going to drop, it's kind of overdue compared to the time it took. It's actually next month, I think, is the exact same amount of time between ideology and biotech. Welcome back. Thank you, Christoph. Thank you for coming back. Back to New Cycle. All right. Doing stuff while paused. Yeah, definitely changed, especially on the harder difficulties. Yep. Hopefully my save file still works. It must have been this one. 118. Yeah, it must have been that one. Okay, it looks like it still works. All right, the RimWorld thing. So apparently, there's what's it called? There's a developer branch or something of RimWorld that you can see on the back end when things are changed or uploaded to. And something was just changed and uploaded to that. And there hasn't been anything else uploaded to that in 11 months, which is when biotech came out. So, and then before that, the last time it had been updated was a year or however, whatever, right after ideology. So that could be, I mean, I don't know. I only have the word of the people that were telling me that earlier, right? So it's not me. I haven't gone in and looked. So take it with a huge grain of salt. But if that's true, if that has changed, and last time it changed, biotech was right around biotech, it stands to reason that that could be a sign there's something going on, like a bigger something than normal. Tahitian, they were hanging out while you could. Have a good one. All right, what were we doing? Hopefully that's a good sign. Yeah, hopefully they wait for me to finish my single phase run and then immediately as it's done, something comes out. We'll see though. Okay, so we are super good on water. We're good on simple meals. We just unlocked automation. I do remember that. So we got our first conveyor belt going for the mining facility. And this building has been operational for 1 day. So what is the warning that it's giving me right now? Because it's for sure running that. We also just unlocked the specialist. We haven't trained any yet. Yeah, so we need to get that going. Okay. All right. Build a vocational training center. That's what I was remembering. And let's take a look at our development tree, the research tree. So again, if you don't know about New Cycle, this is a game that just hit early access about a week and a half ago. And I made a What Is video about this as well. My time for some salt, though. Salt where? Anyway, what's the thing? Oh, I have a What Is video about this too. If you actually should go to the playlist with the What Is video, but it goes over what the game is. But it's a supply chain management game, kind of like Anno or something like that. Meets a little bit of Factorio with some Frostpunk and other things like that mixed in. Looks like we're gonna get to pumping some oil soon. And barns with dairy. All right, let's just start working on unlocking more of this stuff. Yeah, I don't remember what all we were doing, to be honest with you. Play Frostpunk 2? Yeah, I'll play Frostpunk 2 when it comes out. Wait for the road map draft. Also on the world map, what were we doing? Right now, we are just getting immigration. So we're getting people coming in from there. And we can put people there for food. Okay. So not doing a whole lot out here. And then she is just exploring for later when we get the train. I think we actually just got to the point where we're going to be able to research the train, which is really big. Literally big, but also important. Important. All right. Oh my god, we have 1,380 rations. I did not realize we were pumping out rations in that quantity. So we can get even more going out on the map. We actually have some spare people too. All right, where was our training area? It's going to be archaeological or ancient related. Medieval RimWorld happened, so that's cool. Story. Yeah, I'm... Man, if we have another expansion and they don't address the world map and world travel and stuff like that, and I am like... Immediately I'll have the thought, oh my god, we have to wait 15 more months for the possibility of this to be in the game again outside of mods. I don't know. It'd be pretty upsetting. It'd be so sad. Yeah, I feel like in every list that you go to on the dream stuff for RimWorlds, like what's your dream list stuff? The world map is up there, like on just about everyone's. Hope they reworked their world. Yeah, I really hope so. Really hope so. They're gonna be able to get dairy at the tavern. Who's going to the tavern for dairy? Okay, that is our cycle building. What cycle is left? Okay. Oh, we're working on unlocking the train now. All right. Right, lumber mill up here. We got a bunch of storage. I'm trying to remember where everything was that we were working on. Technical boot camp. This is one of the things that we need to upgrade. We need iron. That's what we were... Yeah, that's right. That's right. And we just got the conveyor over here, so we should be getting iron a lot better. For the 3-3 over houses, really missing the tab. Alt goes through this, so... Yeah, if you press Alt, you can look at product, and it will show what that's currently making, and if there's any problems in the building with making it, making product. Working is the next one, and it'll show who's in there, and how it's missing, what the maximum is. And then Alt again is warnings. This will be things like this, or this isn't touching a wall, or whatever the case may be. Yeah, Alt goes through those. So I usually use product or working depending on what I'm doing. Better performance for large colonies is also pretty high on my list. Yeah. Okay. So products. Right, so we have the smelter. I think we were working on. No, we upgraded all these to smelters. Okay, I do remember that too now. All right, so yeah, we just need the ingots, but I think we're using ingots right now as they come in so fast that we're unable to keep up with it. Let's just keep unlocking more here. Our power is looking good. I think we got a second coal plant over here. We did. Coal generator. We're getting iron ore here. I suppose we need to upgrade some more of the mines to be more efficient, because just putting this on there, we go to 88 a day from 69. That's not that big of an increase. We really need to get that vocational person up. So maybe we put a hold on tool production or something like that while we wait. Yeah, let's turn off tool production. Are we using the iron ingots anywhere else? We're also using them in steel, so we're gonna have to turn that off. And we're using them in metalworks. Oh man. All right. Let's see if that helps us start building these up. Yeah, we might hear something about RimWorld soon. I did say I had a feeling that it would be February or March. Maybe we're right. I get the feeling was just literally it's about the same amount of time between the previous DLCs as February, March to biotech. Winter's coming. Okay. Go on. August, welcome in. Winter's coming. We got so many clothes, so much food. We should be fine for winter. Storage is getting full again. We should start upgrading these. I haven't done the upgraded one though. Yeah, the first thing we need to upgrade is getting those new, more advanced workers, specialists as they are called. All right, here we go. Getting it made. Excited for RimWorld? Yeah. What about RimWorld you just joined? Apparently, according to what people told me earlier, the developer branch on the back end of Steam for RimWorld just had something changed and uploaded to it, which hasn't happened since Biotech release. So if that's true, if that person telling me the truth, then it stands to reason that they are getting close to something. It's very speculative, right? But yeah, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see soon. Hopefully. Hopefully we'll see soon. Fingers crossed. Okay, so once we get this going, we're going to work on getting the mines over there automated, the rest of them more automated. Oh, I would be so unhappy. There's no way they made a 3D RimWorld 2 like there's an architect. That would be so disappointing in a lot of ways, but there's no way they made that in 15 months. Right. When I saw the prison architect one, I was, what? We have to turn these guys into there? Oh, that feels bad. I saw the prison architect one, I was like, no, this isn't the way. Game looks a lot like Frostpunk. How do you find it? It does not play like Frostpunk. So I made a what is video if you want to check that out. If you type exclamation what, or if you just look at my channel, there's a what is New Cycle that goes over it in more detail. But it's more similar to things like Banished and Anno, with a little bit of Factorio automation and a little bit of Frostpunk as far as like some choices and some UI stuff. The actual gameplay, I would say, is much more similar to Banished and Anno than it is to any of those other games. Might that be disappointing? Because I really do not like how Prison Architect sequel looks. Yeah, it's like a different game, which it is. It's a sequel, but you know what I mean. It's just, I don't know. It's not my cup of tea. Some people would probably love it. I'm sure there's a lot of people that love the change with Prison Architect, but for me, it's like, for me, it doesn't feel like an improvement. Right. Doesn't feel right. I know, yeah. It really doesn't. It's interesting though, because a lot of people said the same thing about the Darkest Dungeon graphical style change from 1 to 2, and I love the second game's graphics. I love them both, but for different reasons, so maybe you would just get used to it or grow into it, but Banished so good, wish they kept developing it. Yeah, so if you like Banished, you'll probably like this game. It's very similar in a lot of ways to Banished. It goes beyond Banished as far as like the tech level and industry, but it is a similar feel. But I'm going to upgrade one of these. Storehouse. But that needs power. Making PA work. Still, is it? You want it? Oh, yeah, I haven't played Prison Architect in forever. Are you having problems with it working at all? We're actually low on lumber. I have a lot of wood though. How are we doing with workers with the lumber? We were triple paper production because of research. So let's just switch this one back over to lumber and that should help. Add feet and fingers. I have a kind of story about that. So a long time ago, I was trying a bunch of mods. This was like 4 or 5 years ago. Trying a bunch of mods on stream, and someone suggested that one where the RimWorld pawns actually have like arms and legs, and I got it and I opened a game and I immediately was like, nope. It just looks so wrong. They're like always moving like this in circles and they're running around. I know a lot of people use it. It's a popular mod, but as soon as I got in the game, I don't think I've ever left the game and disabled a mod faster. Takes bronze ingots for her, huh? Okay. You cook for getting it's too many EA games now. Yeah, I can understand that. Game has errors that break the script. You don't buy DLC that Paradox inserted. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I have not played it since Paradox bought them, yeah. Scripts break after a few days because the game is trying to reference mechanics that you don't own. Weird, yeah. I had not heard that. Play XCOM? Yes. In fact, I did a XCOM 2 War of the Chosen challenge run where we did legendary hardest difficulty, you know, commitment mode, whatever it's called. But also, we took no damage on the whole final mission, XCOM 2 War of the Chosen. Legendary Iron Man, War of the Chosen. We did the entire last mission with no damage taken. Not a single point of damage. That, I didn't... That was back before I was uploading everything to YouTube, so the only part I uploaded to YouTube was the last mission. I wish I had saved the entire thing, but if you want to check out that last mission, it's up, I think, on the archive channel. You can just type Adam versus Everything XCOM 2, and you'll probably find it wherever it is, but yes, I played a lot of XCOM, even on stream. It's been a while, though. Mods that add cool animations. Is that the ones that add, like, the idle automation where they're, like, just kind of bouncing a little bit like they're in a fighting game? Like when they're holding their weapons and stuff? You see their breath every now and then? I've seen that one. Add NyQuil coma. Oof. When was the last time I was ill? I haven't been that kind of sick in a long time. Like, flu, cold, head kind of sickness. I don't even remember. 5+ years or something. It hasn't been super long since I had a stomach bug, though. I won't go into those details, what that causes. I'm sure you know. That happened during December, I'm gonna say. Yeah, but anyway, hopefully you feel better soon. NyQuil coma. I can go for a NyQuil coma, though. Alright, iron ore. Oh man, I need to make more of those. Is that not finished yet? We got a repeater, like a 1% repeater auto kill on one of the Chosen, and I can't remember who it was. But it was really dire as well. Like I thought we were gonna lose the mission. We didn't lose any missions. I thought we were gonna lose the mission. And we got some kind of crazy 1% repeater auto kill on one of the 3 Chosen. I can't remember which one. And it was just like unbelievable. One of the craziest things I think that's happened on one of my playthroughs of any game. And unfortunately, I just wasn't uploading things back then. I didn't know Twitch didn't save them forever. And yeah. Craziest moment, especially against the matriarch aliens. Yeah. Feels really good. It feels really good when you roll one of those. All right, 170 a day with a specialist in there. Wow. All right. Yeah, we gotta get this rolling. There we go. So now we need another conveyor. So we need to split this to both, I guess. Or we can do a different kind of ore in here. I haven't used the splitter. I guess we're gonna learn together. You think it was a Warlock? Yeah, Pilot Wash was there. Was it the Warlock? You might be right. Because I think he's the last one we did. He was immune to a lot of stuff. And he had just kidnapped someone and then teleported far away or something. Yeah, it feels like I'm starting to remember. Starting to believe. Alright, so tools. Let's not turn that back on yet, but we'll turn steel back on. Motors back on. Yeah, the repeater was a lot of fun. There's a 5% repeater too, right? Does it go above 5%? I know there's a 1% and a 5%. We got the 1% hit, so it was very, very satisfying. Belt separator, an autonomous unit with 1 input point and 3 output points that directs the contents of the entering belt to different routes as desired. So that is what we want. And I guess we can't initially connect it. So I'm going to have to rebuild some of this. So I guess I'll put it down here. Probably down at that bend. Can we change the height on this one too? Yeah, you can. Good. I want that one low. Okay. So I need to get rid of this part. So yeah, look, you can actually do stuff while paused now. Wow. Wow. On like dark events, permanent. No, it was my first playthrough. It's kind of funny, right? It was my first playthrough of XCOM 2 and War of the Chosen. I played on Legendary Iron Man, and we went through and I beat the final mission with no damage taken. So no, I didn't use any of the extra stuff. It was literally my first playthrough. It gets too mind controlled. It's so hard to deal with. Yeah, in contrast, the Hunter seemed, at that point, disproportionately easier than the other two. Oh no, that was one continuous. Whoops. Okay, we want the free build mode. There we go. Sometimes I say stuff like that and people are like, what a humble brag. But it really was. Pilot Wash was there. Pilot Wash was there. He remembers. Apparently more than I do. Okay. I think that's actually up a little bit, huh? Yeah, it is. How high is that, though? Have a bad angle on it? I don't know about that. Alright, that works, I guess. Hunter almost never does anything impactful. I think it was also the map a bit, too. The map was very... It's supposed to be like a map that he can snipe from really high up, and it's got this big building. But honestly, it just blocked his line of sight, and we were able to get in close and just, like, freaking shotgun him down, you know? COVID. Sorry, Ross. Hopefully you're able to recover quickly. It's not too bad. It does suck, though. Definitely wasting some resources by building it. Not great, but... Trying to remember the controls, too. Alright, let's see how that does. Will this be enough to supply 2 of them? You watching the last stream, though? Hopefully not too bad. Looks pretty cool. Yeah, I like this game. I made a what is video if you haven't checked it out. Always check that out too. Exclamation what will get you to the playlist. Oh man, that sucks. Alright, we'll turn that back on, I guess. Got a bunch of ingots coming in. Got a research going. Okay. So we also can start thinking about this gold, liquid gold, old gold. Going... is not a drug. Welcome in. LSD is not a drug. For some reason, I don't know why. Sometimes it doesn't capitalize anything in a name on the chat program that I use. That's how we get things like Taco Macon instead of Tacoma Kin. But I got it now. LSD. Welcome in. Yeah, I hope the RimWorld thing is true. I wonder how much time they'll give us between the... like the patch and the DLC this time. Last time we got a couple weeks. Right, oil pump and crude oil. Petrol refinery. Okay, let's take a look at these things. Communications hub, 600 electricity. Haven't unlocked it yet, though. Oh, I also don't think we made the infirmary, even though I got things for medicine. Yeah, I did not get that. Whoops. Okay, let's get those down. Over under on the DLC title starting with a W. God. Starts with an M or a W. I'll never forgive Tynan. Never. Surely he won't do it. Surely. Right. Have some compassion, Tynan. RimWorld. Or RimWorld. Does make you wonder if the first two were a coincidence. So that's not as good, for sure. It's not showing it going through anymore. Wow, you have to set these individually, my bad. I thought it would just be like, no, it's working, don't worry. So that's what's going on. I was like, that doesn't make sense that that's not any more efficient. But we're about to see once it goes through there. Oh, now that we have a new type of person, we also need to go in and adjust this. So food, you're still going to eat simple meals right now. You can do a regular amount of simple meals, and we are really good in water, so you can have double the water. Craftsman, you are good as is. Workers, good as is. Probably random, but you know, Phantom Suite, yeah, as soon as the R, there was definitely a lot of people like, I hope the next DLC starts with an I, and then it was, and they're like, next DLC is M. He really could have named it Mechanitor or something like that, you know. There's a lot of M things that you could named it. 159 per day on both. There we go. Now we got some iron going. So we also need to get really efficient on the copper. We need a lot of bronze now and the tin. So I suppose we'll start working on upgrading this. Also, let's double check how many people we have in the coal plant. Oh yeah, we can get more power out of that. Yeah, we're good. In fact, let's switch this back to coal. Maybe we'll work on pulling out extra coal. I mean, nah, we're fine right now. He named it Biotech just to mess with us. He absolutely did. Spongy feels that way for sure. Right. Do we have some people that aren't housed? Security. All those are housed. Okay. Do you have a building that's missing security somewhere? What? Infirmary is not something that is staffed? So what are they doing? They just go in there and tend to themselves? They go in there apparently and eat an apple and take some medicine. Alright. Oh man, I'm using hotkeys for Against the Storm. Those don't work here. Those don't work here. Let's see. What other stuff have we unlocked? So in Against the Storm, there's this awesome hotkey that if you hover over a building and you press shift, it automatically copies that building to build a new version of it. Not this one though. In the same game. Apples keep the doctors away from the buildings, sadly. Not very well thought out. Alright, let's go ahead and upgrade this one as well. And I guess we can start looking at oil pumping and see what all that's about. There's the refinery for it that we haven't gotten to yet. There's an orchard we haven't unlocked. There's a refinery. Barn, we haven't made one of those yet either. Oil pump. Crude oil resources consumes 450. So a new overlay, does it matter where it goes? I don't see anything that's showing extra. It says drilling layer. It looks like as long as it's not near anything else, it's fine. Let's drill over near the ocean. No one cares about the ocean. Grilled cheese, go do grilled cheese. Boy, I wish. I wish. Is this just going to work on its own over here? I'm really curious. I didn't do any of the oil or petroleum type production in the beta. So this should be interesting to see. Another of those that I'm navigating for sub-menus deep? Yes. They go in there and rub some dirt in it. It just works. I mean, I can connect a road to it to make it more efficient, but it just works. Nice. Oh, what do we have? Greetings. We're known as HR, and we're here on business. What do you mean HR? Get out of here. We don't need an HR. What source of business, you ask? Why, that of people, of course. We're not an established organization, per se. We mainly work by foreclosing on individuals who fail to fulfill their responsibilities to certain larger bodies and take their burdens upon ourselves until they're compensated for. Afterwards, we deliver these people to those who cover their debts. It's as simple as that. I have a nice crowd of 13 people I can present you with. We hear some of them are quite knowledgeable in certain technical fields. Are you interested? He's basically selling us slaves. We can say, that's awful, but tell me more. Stop talking crap. Tell me what you need for their freedom. We won't get involved. All right, we'll see what we need for their freedom. Behavior unbecoming of a friendly business negotiation, especially for the ruler of such a makeshift village. Makeshift village? Come on, guy. We're like pumping oil. Your structures are so flammable. Anyway, 450 tools. All right, sure. All right, more workers. More workers. Speaking of workers, do we have anywhere else we can put the specialist? Right, we were going to work on getting the mine, the coal mine going. Maybe. Maybe. Kill that HR guy. Your wife bought this game and loves it. That's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. Did either of you check out that what is video out of curiosity that I made? I mean, no worries if not or anything. Of course, I was just curious. So that one's pulling iron as well. Man, we are still not keeping up on the iron. That's insane. That is insane. A group of strangers. 16 more workers. Okay. We also are really low in stone. Right now, do we have any pits that are pulling stone? Let's make another pit then. Can you see any worse? I can do the dinner. So I'm off here. Just let me know if you need me to get off here early or anything. Way to retroactively put in your creator code. I don't have any. Yeah, I don't have any like creator code or anything like that. No. Don't have any kind of tracking link or anything for this game. The only thing you can do to help me with this game is to check out the videos of the game I made. So basically, the developers sponsored me to make a couple of videos for the game, and one of those is the What is New Cycle video. So I could make any kind of video that I wanted, but that was the one I made. So if you want to help support me as far as this game and this developer goes, the only real way you can do that is to check out that video, like the video, comment, that kind of stuff, if you want to do that. But yeah, just the What is video. If you go to exclamation what, it should go to the playlist, and there is one on there. We have lots of iron ore. We're just not getting it processed over in time. Do we have a better way of making this yet? I don't think so. I think we just have the smelter. Yeah, just the smelter. Let's see. We need stone here. For the game without a demo. these awful acts, but you might have piqued my interest in. I like that that was an option. So we actually need more housing too. Start with that. Go back. Supposed to make tacos, potatoes, but I already baked, so not sure what to do about that. Yeah, just let me know if we have to do something else. It's fine. I can make something else. Link. All right, let's get these made. Any resource? Oh, we are gonna have to switch these over to stone, momentarily. Go gecko and not. Oh, I see what's going on. Electricity has dropped because of this storm. So we could turn some things off in the meantime, or we could just weather it. I think we'll just weather it. It's fine. I mean, we have everything right now that we super need, so we'll just hang tight. Climbing the walls later as a gecko, embracing it. Does this game have some fighting? No, this is a city builder game. The only fighting occurs off screen through events and things like that. So it's much more like Banished or Anno or whatever than it is something like Age of Empires or something. Or RimWorlds. This is a supply game. Or Frost. Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah. Supply chain management game. It's much more similar to Banished or Anno. It has some parts that are similar to Factorio or Frostpunk, yeah. Alright, so we'll get those made, and we'll have some of these constantly be pulling. Or maybe we have a drought coming up too. Merchant has arrived. Yeah, I don't want to sell any of that stuff. A message, what do you want? Look around, Chief. See how our adventure has turned out? From shabby tins to a flourishing community, all thanks to our dedication and total unity. More, our expertise on electrical infrastructure and metalworking has advanced greatly. Though primitive, our electronic circuits have opened doors toward building machines that can perform our heavy labor for us. Yeah, we're getting into automation. We can start small with automizing some simple tools, but we will be kickstarting a mechanization movement that can carry us much further. Produce 30 power tools, research basic machinery, and start producing power tools. We already have power tools. I thought we were getting to more automation than that. All right, whatever. I know there's more coming, but we're earlier in the chain for it than I thought. Chief, it may seem absurd that we might run out of prey to hunt with so few of us left to do the hunting. However, we assure you that if we keep going at this rate, we'll likely wipe out all the nearby animal populations, followed by those in the surrounding area. We need new regulations for our hunting grounds. There's no choice but to change our current approach so that hunting grounds can renew themselves with the ecological cycle. The decision is up to you, but nature doesn't bend to our wishful thinking. Meat production will go down by 60%. Fish production will go down by 80% during summer. The future is no more important than today. I guess we'll take this. Some of these can lead to other things. We can also start working on getting more out of the region. We have a road built. We have a hunter's cabin. Okay. We already have our workforce out there. They're not getting a whole lot, but maybe we should look at another close by area. Is there another meat area nearby? That one's pretty far away, but that might be the next one. Yeah, all right. So let's go ahead and build. Oh, we don't have the iron. Christ. Okay. This friggin' storm needs to get out of here. Can't do hardly any of this stuff. It's like some end zone. A little bit, yeah. I actually like this better than end zone, but I mean, obviously it's all going to be personal preference, but one thing I really like on this is that you can build stuff in the world map and get it connected and start running things like trains and stuff from the world map. Pretty cool seeing trains coming in and dumping stuff and getting that all built up and getting into the more automized setups and whatnot. Okay, we'll just pump all those stone at the moment. 21% on storage. Do we end up getting everyone housed now? Yeah, everyone's housed. Okay. Done with this one. We're doing the campaign too. There's also a sandbox mode, and there's some scenario modes that are coming. Our proposal for forming a safe settlement at a habitable depth for the planet's surface changes to life-threatening levels. Phase 1. We can start by digging a main shaft from the surface to a sufficient depth. Once we have a main shaft, we will need to build a series of facilities that will work on the site, manage the workforce, materials sent underground. For the final stage, we will start to open up large spaces underground called sectors, which will be designed as independent compartments. We will need to decide, step by step, what the units in these sectors will be. For the systemic operation of the bunker, we will need to move according to current needs. Throughout the process, there will be moments when many critical decisions will have to be made, some of which will be very uncomfortable for everyone in the community. Oh boy. Automized, automated. Loki reminds you of robots banging. Each sector will be connected to the main shaft by an independent entrance bay and built at different heights and stages. Each sector will need qualified areas according to the number of people it can accommodate. These sectors are general sector, living quarters, indoor farm sector, public service, production, warehouse. Sectors must be spread out in a reasonable manner and built according to the number and needs of the population. I wonder how much of this they're going to flesh out as well. If we're lucky, we should be able to do all this before we disappear. With more time, we can repeat and increase the bunker's capacity. We will tackle all the other topics step by step. This way, we can create a new... This wasn't in the alpha either, or beta, or whatever I played. A new cycle of life that is self-sufficient and could theoretically be operated as long as humans exist. We can start by determining the location and constructing the foundation for excavation. Yeah, I haven't played that either. That's another one that... I think it's in early access, right? I think so. Alright, so... we have to get more iron ingot production. That's what's holding us back right now. So let's switch these over, all of them to iron right now. We just have to do it. And all these are as upgraded as they can be so far. Does it look like Against the Storm? It's not Against the Storm. Yeah, we already finished Against the Storm for the day. This is New Cycle. We had 2 Prestige 20 runs in Against the Storm, and now we're over to New Cycle. There's several fresh tracks, maybe... Okay. I know you know it's not Against the Storm, but... 30 power tools. Yeah, we are out of the bronze input, so we gotta get these other mines done. How are we doing on power now? Power's okay. But, yeah, let's get this going. We can increase this from 84 to what? 143. We have a lot of raw already, so we don't even need this on here. Let's go ahead and start pulling that. Yeah, we'll upgrade it. Let's go ahead and upgrade this. We need iron ingots to upgrade it. Okay. All right. Back to where we were. More smelters. Oops. I think we should have the power for that. Yeah, Ixion, I've looked at it, but I have not played it. I think that's another one that hit early access a few months ago or something. Maybe longer than that now, I'm not sure. Oh, the field camp. We no longer have wood in range of that. So go ahead and demolish that. Demolish that. We'll get new field camps down. Okay. That's just pumping out oil over there. Nice. Got a few free workers. Looks like stone's going in the right direction, so we're gonna switch that back over to clay on 2 of those. And let's put sand back. We're not really using a lot of glass right now, though. We should probably start upgrading everything else, but main thing is getting these smelters going so we can actually get iron ingots to get all the other upgrades that we want. Keep an eye on this. And also to get some food coming in from out here. Let's go ahead and build this hunter's cabin and build a road. Okay, I'll get that done and then we can put workers out there. Winter is here. It's not coming, it's already here. Oh crap, we don't have more of those guys. Crap. I keep losing this building. There it is. All right, we got some stuff over at the forest now, so we'll put our workforce on there. There we go. Road will make it more efficient, so those guys will be bringing in meats every so often. Yeah, if you have played any of the games, like Banish is the one I always bring up, or Anno, which I haven't really played, you will probably like this game. Okay, so now we got the ingots going like crazy. We can also upgrade the tavern. Yeah, let's do that. Maybe get some more morale, get some more production going. And before I forget though, our current order of business is getting the other mines automated. Semi-automated, whatever. Alright, so let's go ahead and upgrade this. We have all the stuff for it now. And we need bronze in order to upgrade that for conveyor belts. So let's switch this one over to bronze. So bronze temporarily. Okay. Yes, but like in Against the Storm, you are bouncing around sometimes and moving workers around and changing what you're currently working on and making sure your supply chains are going in the right direction and whatnot. Looks fun. I like it, yeah. And if you're curious about some more ins and outs of it, I made a what is video for this game as well. Exclamation what, or just look up what is New Cycle. You should find my video on it. 3 days of sandstorm. Man, that felt like longer than 3 days, but 40 bronze ingots. Better equipment. We must use the power of steel to its fullest. Ooh, steel will now be used for basic tools or no, and they're going to be unhappy about it. Oh, that's going to suck. Yeah, I guess we go for it, though. Basic tools are now going to need steel. Well, that's going to free up a lot of iron. Just playing Space Engineers. Haven't played that either. So we're getting 57 a day off that, but we will get the conveyor going. And then we might want to check our power of some Space Engineer. Yeah, I have not played that. Oh, look, they changed it so you can just click on that and go straight to this. Nice. Nice. Let me just barely turn it, please. No? Okay. Whatever. Why is it doing that? This is a recent change that you can click on that. Maybe that's why it's doing it. I don't think that happens when I click in here, right? No. Not really. Not in the same way. Well, good enough. Doing Dyson Sphere. I haven't played that one. I don't know why. That one, I've looked at it several times. I've never really been grabbed by it. The next RimWorld DLC is Adam. I think late February, early March. I base that on basically nothing. So that's my prediction. 30 years away from World 2. Our system is out, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. There's just some games I look at. There's actually several games that I should like, and then I look at them and it just doesn't catch me for whatever reason. I don't know why. It's happened, I guess. Okay, so we also need to get the tin up and going. We are pulling quite a bit from power. We have the workers for this, but we're going to need one more specialist and 2 more of these guys. So let's go ahead and start working on trying to get some people converted over before I make that. Tools are going down real quick now that we're using steel for them. And we are... Oh, hang on. Did we never... Ah, there's the workshop. Yeah. All right. I knew I remembered having a workshop. Apparently that one is in disrepair. Forgot all about it. All right, general workshop. There we go. So a game, you just can't bring yourself to try Don't Starve. Yeah, I like Don't Starve. It's like Tim Burton survival. Combat part of Dyson Sphere is pretty good now. Starve. Yeah, I played Don't Starve with Mod Wife quite a bit. She actually has a the spider character, Spider Winston or whatever. I don't remember if it's a Winston, but she has a statue or stuff thing or whatever. She has something. Sounds like I don't remember at all. Which, anyway, we had a lot of fun playing it together. Our tools. Weber, that's it. Weber, there we go. Weber, Webster, something like that. Spider guy. Spider-Man? No. This is different. Okay, so we are making tools. And we're also waiting on, hopefully we get a specialist out of this. We have a thing that we selected where specialists are, oh, we got one. Or harder to get, I believe. Or no, it takes longer and more resources, but you're more likely to get them. I believe that's what it was that we got. Okay. Amazing how much you forget in like a week not playing a game, especially when you played other games though in the same basic genre within that week. Choose a site for the bunker. I'm guessing that must be on the world map. 148 a day. Okay, cool. Nice. And we're still not going through all of our coal. Okay, so that's been upgraded. Let's get another one of these mines down. We'll just go straight to mining facility. And we want the conveyor as short as possible, I guess. So I'll just put this right here. Yeah, let's see how it connects this way. I want to upgrade this as well. Can we run this already? It's like probably no. Remember the first time we played Don't Starve together, we were blind to the game or series, whatever we would call it. And I remember that we burned a lot of stuff on accident. Like, you would have a torch and you'd run through wheat or something like that. It'd all catch on fire, and then You're a little bit further and suddenly there's a pig village on fire and they all hate you because you're burning down their town by a complete accident. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to burn down your homes. A few times. All right, so this one we are going to grab the tin. Not quite. A little bit better. Merchant. I don't think I bought anything from a merchant. We might buy those bronze ingots, though. We are making our own, but that would free up a little bit. What should it be to buy all these, good sir? How much canned food would I have to give you? Not that much, actually. Okay, cool. Perfect. Thanks. 103 cans of food for 163 bars of bronze? I feel like I got the better deal out of that. Just a little bit. A little bit. All right, let's see. Landing zone? We have to have diesel engines researched. Mine, well, we don't need either of those. Hunter's cabin, we already got that one going. Also have meat from here now. We're looking pretty good on meat still. Research opportunity. How hungry you are. Chief, our knowledge of chemistry and aromatic plants has advanced immensely. We may have become the only community capable of producing drugs in the past half century. With a little support and a bold mindset, we can take ourselves even further. We believe vaccine production, one of the standard practices of the old world, won't strain us too much. We want to develop a vaccine that will provide resistance against the diseases brought by the winter season. That would be very nice. Yeah, do it. People not getting sick during the winter, we can just push work some more. Sounds good to me. Also, to make this refinery now, a massive complex for creating and separating diesel and lubricant. 950 power. Ooh. Maybe not quite yet. Okay, we found some more source of wood. Probably going to be important when we no doubt get through all of our trees on our map. Let's come back up here and explore a little bit closer. We're getting pretty far away. Okay. Oh, also, let's double check housing. Yeah, we're in need of more housing again. We gotta be getting pretty close to going up in cycles too, right? I would think so. Let's check. Almost there, yeah, almost there. And then we can get to trains, but we're gonna need that diesel production. Did the guy in the workshop ever come back? No, we gave him all the stuff that he wanted, and we've never seen him. I'm guessing if we hadn't given him that stuff, we would probably have seen him. Under in power. I mean, we have enough coal that we could get another coal generator going. Oh, there's the bunker. Okay. Really thought it was going to be a world map thing. Lightning strike. Oh, no. You know, these are still working, too. We just put more of these down. Not really going to cover what we need, but, you know, a little extra. We have the resources. We need a lot of power, so I still think getting this more efficient, and then getting another coal generator is probably the way to go. Probably. Bunker. Yeah, I'm not in a rush to do that one. Oil pump. Right, we have some of those down already. I wonder what other tier things there's going to be for residents. What else haven't we built? All those. Failure farm. We haven't built the barn still. Want to try that out. And hey, Myra, I'm scratching that. You're supposed to be the good one, Lyra. They're all good ones. Take it back. Scouts. Oh, okay, yeah, that's just a scouting thing. I'm trying to remember what all we've done. Communications. We haven't researched that. We're gonna have to do that on the next cycle. I'm not sure if I want another coal generator anyway, but go on, York. And, maybe we just go ahead and do the bunker thing. Kind of afraid that it's going to... Yeah, you know what? I'll go ahead and queue one of these up. Power is getting pretty rough sometimes. What are we going to need? We're going to need 2 of those guys. We already have it. And then we're going to need 1 more specialist and 2 more of these for upgrading that. So I guess I should get started on that too. Lumber is crazy good. We're going to switch this back over to paper. We have such reduced worker input that the worker is actually not producing anything there. But if we take them out, the building starts to deteriorate from being empty for too long. Don't want to do that either. I will say one thing for the game is that I do wish, while zoomed out, some of the buildings were a little bit more distinguishable from others. Again, that might just be me not having played in a week and then like, I don't remember what things look like. Okay. All right, let's train some more people. I guess it was the same way with Against the Storm when I first started. It's like, those are beaver houses, and those are just slightly bigger beaver houses, but they weren't beaver houses at all. All right, let's upgrade the coal. Some sort of icon. Yeah, I think that might be one of the reasons I like the product UI display. All right, we'll get that going, and then, yeah, man, our power is looking pretty rough. Probably should work on upgrading more of these buildings. Bolts are in. We only got 2 that time. Only gonna need 1 more of those right now. Actually, we have a lot of workers. So speaking of workers, let's look at things that are understaffed. I actually have nothing left that they can grab. Construction list. Okay, we can put more in there. Those are good. Lumber mills, I suppose. We're always in need of more paper because it's used for research and it's used for getting specialists and things like that. Okay, that is done. What's this building? The metalworks. We're making motors there. Not enough resources. Wire. We need copper ingots. Ooh, okay. So let's change one of these to copper. I also need one of these running tin. Yeah, the specialist seems to be hitting it like every time. Nice. We're just getting lucky though. Hey, we made it to the next cycle. Railways. Lots and lots to do. Cement, precision tools, workwear, machinery. greenhouse, advanced water pump, quarries, advanced distilleries, recycling facility. Lots of new stuff to play around with. All right, let's see. Ooh, it takes a lot of knowledge too. Actually don't have enough knowledge for any of it yet, so I guess we'll wait to look. Probably upgrade this too, but let's not do too many things at once. I gotta really work on getting the extra coal out of this. Oh, we do need the wire though. We need wire to upgrade the place that makes more wire. Excellent. Excellent. All right. Let's double check for more places where I can put workers. I mean, I might as well put those there for when we need them, or when we have the resources again. Okay. And wire production. Gonna have to keep tools going. Steel's looking fine for the tool production. Yeah, upgrading these buildings to be more efficient would be a good idea either way. Maybe we should do that as soon as we get more wire. I can even make another one though. I don't know if we have enough copper coming in. Got a lot of iron bars now. All right, we'll switch over to copper there. 28 per day. Oh man, they're gonna stop. No, what? Whoops. All right, I guess we're switching this over to copper temporarily, or to wire. I didn't think it would actually let me click it. Oh man. More reduced labor. That's for the scouts. Okay, let's make sure we keep sending her to new places. That's a closer by one. I guess we'll turn these off temporarily. I just don't want them using up the wire. Do we have wire being used anywhere else, I wonder? We were consuming 26 a day. I wonder how long that takes to update. We're literally consuming the exact amount we're making. All right. We could make just another smith, I guess. Or hang on. Paused. Okay. We can switch these over temporarily. I think that's probably what the upgrade of these buildings are to be anyway. Okay. 34 a day. You should be getting there now. And as we get our knowledge up, we'll research the trains and stuff. Idea. It's funny that they were telling us we're gonna run out of meat. Run out of things to hunt, and we've doubled our meat since then. Storage is getting kind of full too again. Found log source, not what we really want. I mean, I guess we will in the future, but I remember, so we were talking about banished earlier. I remember very clearly that I got a banished colony to where I thought was self-sustaining in every way. I thought I had it figured out perfectly to have one running. So I was like, I'm gonna leave this one running overnight. I'm gonna wake up, see how it is. And I woke up and everyone was dead. It was just playing on the fastest speed or whatever. Just an empty map. no one alive. I had no idea what happened. I'm guessing this game would be very similar to that. Leaving this overnight. That's a lot of power now. Okay. So let's get this upgraded. Old fashioned, oopsie. It looks like Frostpunk. It is more similar to Banished in Anno. Yeah, so I like the game. I made a video about the game, an edited video called What is New Cycle? So you can check that out if you want. It answers a lot of the questions of what is the game, what's it like, etc. But I like it. I do like it. It's not. Some of it is similar to Frostpunk, but I would say it's way more similar to Banished or Anno games than Frostpunk. Tools, wait, that's just you. Oh, you for Banished. Yeah, probably. Or clothing, or everything. Or the population got too old. There's so many things that can just end you in Banished. Maybe that was just you. No. Definitely not. Okay. Message. Yeah. Just hang on. What am I missing for this? Oh, I wasn't. Okay. So we're going to pull coal out of there. We got 3 coal plants now. Probably even go with a 4th one. Alright, scout. Yes. What'd you find? Water? I think we're pretty good on water. You know what? We've actually eaten through a lot of our water. We're finally consuming more than we're producing. The first time ever. Take a look at that, actually. Resource. Strangers, more people wanting to join, probably. It's interesting how everyone that comes by here is like talking about how we live in flammable hovels. Everyone sure seems to want to live here. Yeah, we might have to... There's one. We might have to bring in water from off map sometime. 15 more workers. Yeah, let's continue building this up, and then we got to get our oil production going. And banish in because you take too many refugees at once. Let's have at least 50 refugees. Yeah, banish is a lot of very tight balancing acts. I don't mean like game balance, but as a player for sure. All right. You have enough to do any of these researches now. I'm afraid if I make these clothes, they're gonna want more more. We're gonna need some other kind of production to make the clothes. Organize workers to collect iron, stone, and logs efficiently to meet the increasing needs of the raw material. Okay, so upgrade to the collection camp. We are going through steel quickly now. Hydraulics. Sawmill. A field in which we must progress to the point of mastery if we are to grant more precision tools and a sawmill. Diesel engine. We need long distance communications for that. Oh, I didn't realize this unlocked over here too. What? We had this back here. My bad. There we go. Long distance communication. We'll get that first. Oh, we did those. House already done as soon as they come into the settlement. Yes. Imagine I know they're gamifications. We talk about that with like RimWorld, but imagine that being in real life. How needy some of those people are. They show up as a refugee and immediately like, excuse me, how come I don't have a big house like that person that's lived here for 20 years? I don't understand. Also, I'm gonna need a tool every day. I don't know why I break it so often. If I don't get it, I will die. Like what? Well, I guess you'll die then. fleeing from these man-hunting wolves. Yeah, I talk about with the royals all the time, where they call us like, please, sir, please save me. I'm being hunted alive. They're going to kill me. It's like, all right, sure, we'll help you. We have the resources. We can help you. Well, do you have a room that's good enough for my stature? Do you have fine meals for me to eat? Can you keep me happy? No. Click. Good luck with the 50 rhinos. Stuck up jerks. I need the whole world. I need it now. Please provide. Our months of toil have finally paid off. We can now take precautions against certain diseases. Nice. +4 health to all classes. And medicine distribution increased by 60%. Well, that was an easy an easy choice there. Storage is getting low again. We should probably upgrade another one of these. Or upgrade all of them. Okay, how are we doing on the coal up there now? Still staying good on coal. We're good on power. Feel like we need to start getting the diesel stuff. We have people that can do it. So let's get roads. Where are we going to do that one? Maybe right through here. What was the size of those buildings? Industrial kiln. That's what I need. Whoa. Okay. A little larger than I had thought from the graphic, you know, but it's all right. Screw it. We'll make another area up here. I'll remember where all this is. Sure. So we're going to need one more specialist there and quite a few of the craftsmen. Let's go ahead and run through another set of craftsmen, hopefully. Ready to barter. What do you have? Fish, meat, and leather? Imagine showing up and seeing like 9 tons of beef sitting there and being like, hey, you want to buy some more beef? Doesn't seem like you maybe is very business savvy. I don't know. Just saying. The distillery. Where's the beef? That's what she said. Some stuff is just a plus. Like I said, though, it's always fun to talk about those things. Of course, it's all going to be gamification, and it's got to be... The line's got to be drawn somewhere, but... It is fun to talk about. Okay, so that's going to cover those ones. Who's not covered here? Sure. But even the eating without a table thing, I don't think there's anything, I know there's not, anything in the world where if I had to eat without a table, which I do all the time anyway, I would suddenly be like, you know what, I'm going to kill my pets. Yeah, I made a wasted journey. He definitely did. Well, I have to eat standing here, so I might as well become a murderer. Feels to me like those people were probably already murderers, you know? Ate without a table? Yeah, exactly. Did once, wasn't that bad. Got wet socks. Yeah, wet socks is on the other one. Yeah, it's the same kind of game. Same genre as Anno, yep. It goes well beyond the... This goes technologically way past the Anno 1800 stuff. But, yes, it's the same type of game. Alright. How are we doing on the other kinds of bars? So we're not making any tin ingots. Although, we don't really need... Well, we're going to need more of the food rations. She didn't find anything good there. We did with a child's mixing bowl. The kitchen? No idea. I don't even know what it was or what it looked like. If I knew it was hers, it would either have been where I put all the other stuff on that desk, or the craft closet, or the other desk. Desks or closet would be my only maybe. But that's all I know. Training complete. Nice. Yeah, so we were talking about Rakes and his food crimes earlier, but we were having this conversation a long time ago on stream, like 6 years ago. And the wet socks things came up. I brought it up about how much I hate wet socks. I think most people agree with that. They hate wet socks. And Rakes chimes in and was like, what? I actually like wet socks. I like having wet socks on. It's squishy on your feet. So I'm pretty sure Rakes is either not a real person, or he's from like a different dimension or something. And we have a devil subbing.
So on average, people in our colony have one leg and one arm.
Kairos, thank you for the 5 months. Very much appreciated. Thank you for that. Yeah, the food stuff was like the start of a crime. But, you know, everyone has their own preference, but he likes putting nacho cheese on his vanilla ice cream, and he likes wearing wet socks. So he's an alien. He's Canadian. But you know what? Maybe he's an alien too. I don't know. Wouldn't surprise me. Okay. Hey, how's that building coming up here? There it is. Make my diesel. Nice. Canadian, maybe. Canadian. Churros, granola clusters, and honey bunches of oats. Like, yeah, they actually make one of those now, like already together, pretty much. Is good. But you know what they don't make? Hot nacho cheese dumped on your vanilla ice cream. You're offended as Canadian yourself. I also remember, like, I was having a milkshake or something. Again, this was like 5 years ago on the stream. And I was talking about how it was nice and cold and good and trying to get a brain freeze. And he's like, wait, what? Why would you get a brain freeze? And I was like, because it's cold. If you drink it fast, you get a brain freeze. And he's like, you don't microwave your milkshakes? And I was like, hang on, what? It's like, you don't microwave your milkshakes to melt them down so they're warm? What is wrong with you? What are you? You've got to be trolling me. But I don't think he is, because he posts pictures of doing all these things. He's something different, I know. It's so crazy. So crazy. He's something different. And another really bizarre thing about it, it's kind of weird talking about him when he's not here, but he knows. He's been here when I've talked about this before. So we have a very active Discord. We have a food channel in the Discord, and he will post like 5 pictures of him making like gourmet, like, you know, steak and potatoes made like it looks like it could be in a magazine or something, and like lamb shanks and stuff like that. And then the next picture, we like was feeling hungry, grabbed one of my favorite snacks, stale Christmas cookies in salsa, and that is a real one. It's like the juxtaposition between fancy food and the whatever the crap the other stuff is very, very unsettling. Psychopath. Yeah, I think he would agree with you though. He makes good stuff. He does, yeah, and very weird stuff. Jelly on hot dog bun with a banana in it. That's good too, yeah. Stick to your crab. Yeah. All right, let's just keep knocking out researches. So diesel engine, combustion engine. We need to make the diesel to get there. So we'll just keep researching other stuff in the meantime. Unusual diet, yeah. Wet socks, Christmas cookie stew wasn't for you. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, right. The other thing I wanted to do was get some more of the... Where was that one? Oh, let me look at the greenhouse. Produces raw food, consumes 400 electricity. I want to do that too. We need to get more oil pumps down. So I'm guessing we don't want them in the circle. Any comment in this game? Only text-based. Yeah, it's kind of like Banished or games like that, City Builders like that. So, although there is a scenario that is not out yet that shows some kind of cannons, like futuristic cannons around your main building that are firing. So there might be something like that at some point. I'm going to see how inefficient this is putting it next to it. We're only getting 3 a day. We need to connect a road. Yeah, but for right now, and maybe for the forever, it's pretty much only like through quests and text through story-based stuff. Yeah, I can see that's what I thought. I thought he meant like, oh, you know, yeah, microwave it for just a second to make it looser so you can drink it. But no, it was like, do it until it's warm. Your channel is the second best channel in Discord. I know what you're going to say number 1 is. But I'll ask. York, what's the number 1? Trenchfoot? Yeah, no thanks. Oh, so these can go right next to each other. Okay, cool. All right, well, we might as well get more of those down. We have the extra power. Whoops. Okay. When are we going to research better roads? We're making diesel now, and can still only do dirt pads, pretty much. Hundreds of pictures of your black cat. It's awesome. I'm glad people are using the Discord. And I don't mean this as a slight, and my Discord was that way for a long time. There's so many channels on Twitch and YouTube and whatnot where I'll join the Discord, and there is no one that types ever. And there'll be like maybe, aside from the I'm going live message, there'll be like a message every like few weeks or few months. So I'm really and mine was like that in the beginning too, right? You have to grow it. It's really fun to go in there and see that people have been talking throughout the day, throughout the night, and there's always going to be some people coming through there to talk to. Well, it was fun. Yeah, and like I said, they all had to build up, so I don't mean it in any kind of slight, of course, but so we are still underproducing wire. Let's see. So we got steel, which we're actually consuming less than still. Motors. We might be overdoing it with motors. Let's check. Tinned food. Yeah, we're actually running through that kind of quickly too. We need that for the away stuff. And or I have that capped on accident. I didn't mean to cap that at 1,000. Let's change that first before I forget. Crude oil. Yeah, let's up that one. Up the diesel. Yeah, just I don't care how much of that we have. Just get as much of that as we can. And then motors, we have 200 at the moment. Okay. So not like an incredible amount. You're under the wires. Crap. I never turned that back on, so production's gonna be halted for a while. Okay, we need a lot of crude oil to refine. Crazy amount. And how are we doing on housing? We need more. I hope there's another, like a tier 3 house, but there is. We have not come across it yet. Can't research the quarry yet. Quarry would be much better than the pits. We need wire for that one. Is there one that we don't? Let's see. Industrial kiln. Okay. Up with our bricks and stuff. There's the greenhouse. I'm curious how good that is too. We have a lot of that stuff, so I might as well go. We have 10,000 paper. These develop their own memes and jargon by going through different discords. Yeah. It's funny because there was a comment, I think, on one of these videos about something being a wall or whatnot, and it had quite a bit of likes on it. And someone that was new and has no idea about the wall thing was like, what the crap are you guys talking about? And then it was explained to them, of course. But got a lot of clay. Tons of iron. So we're making tools out of steel now, which is a little concerning. Let's upgrade this. Donation wall. It's frustrating to repeat questions, turn into a joke wall. Oh, yes, it is sometimes. Speedrunning milkshake by microwave it sounds like drinking sugary milk quickly. Speedrunning milkshake. Development complete. The greenhouse. We need that wire. So we're consuming less. Oh god, a fire. Full response. Go. Do not let that spread. Fire animation in this game is pretty decent. Fell asleep. This is New Cycle. New Cycle. The one where the straw barely works. I'm gonna use a spoon. I think the best one is where, as long as it's not so solid that the straw collapses, so you literally can't suction it up. Yeah, the bugs on thing got replaced with the walls one, at least. For the most part. What you got going on there, lady? Uncharted territories. Is it worth it? Yeah, go. You're risking your life. I don't care. It's not my life. Way to treat your employees. Oh, yeah, risk it. I don't care. I have to lose. Just you, apparently. I have a streamer, though. Yeah. Yeah. Trying to get bothered by most of it. Occasionally it happens, but that's just being human, I suppose. Okay, so this is covering quite a bit of this, so we can make some more houses here. I might stop accepting extra settlers. I mean, as long as we have enough to get to the final cycle. Although I'm wondering if we make that bunker, if some people are going to go away. So I have to make it and find out, huh? No reason to speculate. We can just figure it out. Okay, that's going to cover there, and so does the pub. Nice. So I have a better place to make clothes. Guess we don't need it. Alright. 10 ingots. Are we not mining tin? No, we are. This one's automated. Only 38 a day. Oh, we have the minus efficiency right now. But still, what? 521. You are connected, right? Conveyor belt settings, yep. Huh. Oh, they're all down at... Yeah. The efficiency from the fire sucks. Or bugs on works for ATS also. Yeah, I'm a little, I don't know. I guess a little bummed that we'll probably need to shy away from playing much more against the storm. That's how it goes. Like I said, we can have it as a split stream game. So brown, so style. Splash more color. There are seasons that's more... We keep hitting these drought seasons. The buildings themselves, though, are definitely brown and rusty and stuff. But there are seasons where it's more green or white. Snow, obviously. But yeah, as you're getting into these longer and more frequent droughts, it does become a very brown game very quickly. Oh, right. It's got wire, tools. No power. That sucks. Power goes out when these storms happen. Coal shuts down. When I play Last Against the Storm, it's been really bad. I knew it was. I was okay with January being down. My stream income from January, because I have played basically no RimWorld, is about a fifth of what it is if I play RimWorld as the main game. So I knew it would take a hit. It always does. I usually do like a month or something like that a year where I just play whatever I want for a while. And it always hits hard, but it's crazy. It ends up being exponential. So I get about a half to a third of the viewers during other games than RimWorld, which in itself is not great, but the amount you get from things like sponsors and bounties and ads and things like that, it isn't like a one for one. It's exponentially different. But while you're about Diablo 4, you found it kind of drab color-wise. Buildings are white, so the game always looks made of only one color. Yeah, so when it's spring and there's no... I agree with that overall. When it's spring and there's no drought and like dust storms and stuff, it looks much nicer. But a lot of times that's a very small portion of the year. No power, can't do anything about it right now until the storm passes. Strangers, 15 more. We need it to hit the 350, right? Yeah, this will do it. Well, kinda glad you think so, yeah. Righty. Yeah, I got a weird comment on YouTube last night too. We were talking yesterday about how most comments on YouTube are normal or nice or whatever even. And then there's a 1% that's kind of crazy ones. I got one of those that's kind of weird. Someone last night was posted on the Against the Storm videos saying, "Why are you so desperate to get away from playing RimWorld that you would even play this incredibly boring game?" I was like, because I don't find it boring. I like Against the Storm. I enjoy playing, or else I wouldn't be playing it. I'm literally taking a 80% pay cut in order to play some Against the Storm. So yes, obviously I'm playing it because I like it. And then the same person went and started posting saying that I buy likes for my YouTube videos and stuff, which would be very stupid. But my specialists have no tools. Oh god, we have to make precision tools now. What do we need for that? That's why I didn't want to research that. As soon as these people find out that precision tools exist, they immediately want them. What building makes that? Oh god. I need more of these. Favorite games, no point in playing RimWorld, 2 point for now. Yeah, I know, and it's not like there's no way that person has watched like the 5,000 hours of RimWorld I have on YouTube, right? So if they need more RimWorld from me in the meantime, I'm really happy that people want to watch my RimWorld content, of course. But I'm sure that person hasn't watched all of that, and they're complaining there's not more. They watch stream for the 15th time about jade fences in your base. You've seen this already. Funny. We're watching half of it. Yeah, it was the conversation with you actually, Dipsy. I think we were talking about the 1% of it. You have a problem. There's probably a few that have watched it all. Harry, thank you for the donation. Thank you, Harry. 2024. Hey, oh my God, that's the current year. It's always surprising. It's always shocking when I remember what year we're on. Thank you, Harry. I appreciate it. Or you makes videos out of your content to make their own. Maybe. I think that person might have heard me. I'm not gonna say their name, and I'm not gonna like never forgive or anything like that, you know? Mine level 3, ooh. However, I think that person might have heard, or the word got back to them, because in their new series, they actually credited someone. They credited Smurf. Remember I told you guys that they had copied Smurf's ice sheet stuff 1-for-1 and was losing because they didn't know how to use it? He actually credited Smurf in the credits to that video, so maybe they heard. Fear of dragging these nuts all year long. Not enough resources. 10 ingot. All right. What do we need to do to get to the next like the better version of the smelter? Wait, the variety. Yeah, thank you. And my thing is too, like, I know I'm gonna take a hit for it, so I'm doing it anyway. And I already know what's best for the stream and what gets better numbers, what gives me more money. Obviously, I'm on the back end of everything. And I don't mind if people don't watch, because there are streams that I only watch for certain games, so I don't take any kind of... doesn't bother me in that way. It sucks, but it doesn't bother me in that sort of way. It's when those people come in or message me or whatever, telling me those things, and, you know, that I shouldn't or should do this or shouldn't do this. If you don't want to watch whatever I'm playing or don't want to watch stream at all, no hard feelings. Like, there's other places to watch RimWorld or whatever you want to watch, right? It doesn't bother me if you only want to be here for RimWorld. A lot of people only want to be here for RimWorld. That's fine. It's fine. I have streamers, like I said, that I only watch for certain games, so it's completely normal. But coming in and complaining about there being a different game is kind of weird. She's on broccoli. Actually, that probably wouldn't be too bad. Empirico. Offensinade. We're getting lots of little achievements in the bottom right. I have no idea. Yeah, also, I just remembered the chat's in the spot where it was on Against the Storm. Okay, so... Industrial Forge. Belt integrated steel furnace. So we need this one. Oh my god, 98,000. John Brock is actually a thing? It is, yeah. My mom used to make it when I was a kid. Well-rounded objective opinions. Yeah, thanks. Whatever your reason, I appreciate it. We got a lot of bars now. I guess I'll switch this over to 10 temporarily. We have extra workers, so I can even put more of these down. We actually have power too. Let's go through and see if there's more things for us to upgrade. Oh my god, these houses were unoccupied, so they gone to ruin almost immediately. guess with all these storms and stuff, it makes a little bit of sense. Okay, we still have an upgrade on those. Kitchens are still upgraded, and I'm still only making simple meals, but we are kind of lagging behind it. Still just making simple meals. I'm sorry. We also have not fished at all. We have lots of fish out there that we could go get, but it's like, people have lived off this soup forever. They're used to it. They don't want new things. It's fine. Catch up on eggs? No, I don't. I had an uncle that did, but no, not me. Why aren't you playing insert popular game here? I do get that sometimes too. There's also a big difference on how you ask things as well. So, like I timed someone else out at the beginning of the stream today about asking about playing RimWorld instead, but it's a lot of how you ask or what you say exactly. Yeah, I'm not switching you guys to other meals yet. You can eat simple meals. You've lived this long off of them. Okay. All right. As far as upgrades go, can't upgrade that or that or that. That or that. Towers don't seem to upgrade. So what's the upgraded lumber mill? It must be the saw mill. Let's upgrade one of these. We need the wire. We should be getting wire now, though. How much are we using a day? So we are finally producing more wire than we're using. Got some extra labor, though, so let's make another metalworks. Tins of meat. Get through them. You may get some better meals. That's right. Right. Work at a factory, quitting your job on Monday, taking a better paying job for now. I may have worse perspective for growth, though. Lost passion for it. Yeah, there's definitely some translating between, I hate to say real job because it's a fun job, but this is a job for me and my family, but you know what I mean. Traditional job, I guess. Yeah. More traditional. Bad weather all the time because they're not finishing their soup. I agree. Bad things are happening to you because you don't. You sound like one of those traditional, like, Irish Catholic parents you see on movies and TV and stuff. Bad things happen to you because you didn't finish your food. Like game. Yeah. Or entertaining. Entertaining in some way, whether it's good at the game or talking to people or whatever. Oh crap. We don't. I wish this was a guarantee. Maybe it'd be too good. Oh my god, we're out of logs. Okay, to the world map. Islands. Let's build a woodcutter out there. And we also have some raw resource gathering from field camps. You need logs to make a... Oh, we have a resource camp now. Yeah, let's do that one. Let's see how good this one is. Need logs to get logs, apparently. Not anymore, because we just got this. You guys ever do that where you're the one that does the thing, like you misclick, but you roll your eyes like it's the game fault, or you're maybe rolling your eyes at yourself? I went to put down the road, I just misclicked it, but it was like, come on, game. It's not the game's fault at all. Come on, game. Don't you know what I meant for you, for me to do? Crap. Often happens. Yeah, hopefully you end up liking the new job, yeah. It's never my fault. It's the game's fault. Just like in RimWorld when I forget to zone a pawn and they go out somewhere and get hurt. And it's like, what are you doing? You didn't forbid me for doing this thing. Well, you got me there. You didn't explicitly tell me I couldn't go out here and die. All right, well, you got me. You got me. You're right. Definitely didn't do that. Pause for your own mistakes. So much sometimes it makes you laugh. I try to point it out when I have those realizations, but we're gonna need even more ore. What did we find up here? There's more iron. We're kind of good on iron though. We haven't analyzed this. I guess hopefully it's tin. Spring. Yeah, see, like, spring looks pretty decent. All the buildings are still kind of... Or a lot of the buildings are kind of bland, I guess. But at least... And this is a dry spring, too. It can get a little bit better. I see some stuff starting to grow. It doesn't look too bad. But when you have your spring dominated by dust storms and drought, and then straight into fall, and then straight into winter... Yeah, the game can definitely look a little drab. Tin. We definitely need more tin. Okay. So what did we discover over here? Copper. Okay. Did we scan some minerals up here? I feel like... No, apparently we didn't. Oh my god, yeah. Actually not included. They made them a little bit better from when the game first came out and first into early access. And I guess they can still do these things, but I don't know. It was so incredibly common for them to build their heads literally into a wall or a floor and then start suffocating. Really? All right, now we can upgrade this. But I mean, RimWorld pawns without a mod build themselves into rooms where they can't exit all the time. She's just trying to fill in an area so that bugs don't spawn. Speaking of bugs, just build themselves in. We're not keeping up on tools too much. Switch back to tools here. It's crazy how much crude oil this uses. We're gonna have to pump way more. We have the power. How are we doing on our coal? We're actually fine on coal still, too. Industrial kiln. And we still haven't tried the barn or the orchard. I guess I need the orchard to make the mood higher from the doctor. Keep an eye on this though. Oh, we're gonna need more craftsmen. Training, then out on the world map. Let's finish off this highlands here. %80 more daily production if we connect a railway to it. We don't have the railway unlocked yet, but I'll just go ahead and build it. It'll take them a while to get it built anyway. Guess I'll just build myself into a tomb. Yeah. Common sense and better construction and deconstruction mod. Yeah, those are really good ones. There's a lot of logic from mods like that in RimWorld. It feels like it should be baseline. Just like there are mods like, what is it, While You're Up or something like that, where it amplifies the opportune hauling that's in the base game. Base game calls it opportune hauling. And there's something like that with cleaning too. I think that's common sense, right? Where like if the cook goes into a little kitchen and it's dirty enough to cause dirty or food poisoning, they'll just clean it up a little bit before they start. Yeah. Oh my god. The sawmill needs a specialist? Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna keep making more specialists. It's good. Should be a mod. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm surprised things like that aren't base game. Don't need to upgrade storage anymore yet. 1x1 table. That would be nice too. Maybe a good change. Should have more time and start to think about getting a degree in your field on weekends. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, if you don't mind me asking, what's the fields? Oh, those actually went pretty quickly. Yeah, they ripped that forest down in no time. I don't even know that I need a road. Like, screw efficiency, just... Alright, I'll still put one, but... I don't even think we need the extra efficiency. It's just, they ripped through that in no time. How's it so far? I really like it. Yeah, if you want my video, or you want my complete thoughts on what the game is like and what it feels like and its systems, I made a video called What is New Cycle? But overall, I like it. I feel like some people getting into it think it's going to be closer to Frostpunk or RimWorld or something like that, when it's much more like Banished or Anno, a little bit of Factorio. So if those games, I mean, there are some definite influences from Frostpunk and that kind of subgenre of city builder, mainly UI and some events, but it is much more similar to Banished. So if you like Banished or games like that, or even like going even further back, games like Pharaoh or Cleopatra, those kind of games, then you'll probably like it. All right, let's see how much more efficient this is, because we can just have less workers. It hasn't updated yet. 121 per day. 7 workers. So 106, 110, 80. It's because they're unhappy. Because she doesn't have the tools to be more efficient. Yeah, precision tools. I mean, we can put the distribution up to regular, but we don't have the tools to give them right now. We just started making them. Yeah, we gotta get all these other kind of clothing and stuff going. Also, water. We are starting to consume a bit more than what we're using. Or, consume more than what we're making. Do we have water coming in from this zone? We do. We might want to think about getting water in another zone. There's another close by zone. Let's build a well and a road there. Have you ever considered making thematic storytelling videos or playthroughs? I don't have time yet. I was actually thinking recently how so last year I actually streamed way less hours than any other year of streaming that I've done. And that's because more and more of my time has been going toward like the business side of it, but also YouTube side of it, and 2 YouTube channels and managing other things and emails and all this other stuff. And I streamed way less last year, even though I made more last year. And it's gotten further and further away from being a streaming career, although streaming is still the main focus, the main part of it. But I don't have time to do any of the edits myself at the moment, and the type of edits that I have been releasing are still in the negative. So yeah, as much as I'd love more kinds of edited content on the channel, I don't have a ton of time to do it. If I did, it'd have to come from somewhere. Should probably come from the streaming hours again. Another book? No, I don't have time for any of that either. Are we playing Zeus right now? Yeah, so games kind of like that, obviously without the mythological parts. Yeah, but I was actually thinking about that with the... Oh, Christ. Thinking about that with the Sanguiphage run coming up that I want to do. So we need more tin. I'm not sure it can happen. Upgrade that. Okay. Let's see. There are more nodes up here that we have not checked. And we will not know what's in any of these until we put something down and do a test drill. So I suppose we will do that. All right, so let's analyze that one and that one. That's the only two over here. Yeah, there's only two. Same with the single fish. Our attention span smaller. Part of it is not just attention span either. Part of it is YouTube is not good for series, because YouTube doesn't have any kind of algorithm for a series. You can put it in playlists, you can link them to each other in that sort of way, or in descriptions and whatnot. There's no series as far as YouTube is concerned. So every single video is weighted by how well that singular video does, and competes even with your other videos of that kind. So with every episode of a RimWorld edit that comes out, it is shown to less and less people. YouTube just doesn't even show it to them. It doesn't even recommend it, doesn't show it on their page, doesn't show it anywhere. They have to go to the channel or go into their subscription feed, or have like the bell icon on or whatever in a series. That's the only way you're going to see all of it. And people, I've had people before be like, oh my god, there's more to this, I had no idea. I watched up until episode 8 and then I thought you gave up on it or you weren't continuing it. It's like, no, I've been here the whole time. They're like, oh, I had no idea. So if YouTube had some kind of way to set up a series like an actual streaming service like Netflix or something, where it would recommend an entire series instead of each individual video, then it would work out a lot better. The same thing and dropped runs on your feed. Yeah. So the playlist you made. Yeah, so I try to make a playlist for everything, but YouTube doesn't do a great job of letting you know those things. Wait, where was the other? Crazy? Wasn't there another one here? Alright, well, let's see what this one is, I guess, first. Can you build over it? Yeah, maybe. I hope not, but that... Hang on. I bet Could you destroy those? That would suck. I might have to let the developers know if that's what happened. I might have to go back and look and see if that's what happened. No, they're right there. So we didn't destroy them, but maybe we were too close. Yeah, I think if it shows the square, you're going to be interrupting them. Maybe. I don't know. Weird. Yeah, I can click them now. Okay, good to know, I guess. Machine operator, nice. Need more overseeing position. Gotcha. Underground pipes for medium and low voltage wires. Let your company started putting volume over quality. 2 uploads. Yeah, that's the thing too. Like, you can put things in order on playlist, and YouTube will just decide not to play the next one. So it'll go from episode 7 to like episode 14. And then you have to go back and try to find episode 8. And some people are just going to be like, all right, I'm done with this. Or they'll forget. Or I'll go to episode 8 tomorrow. And then they don't, you know. So it would probably be more beneficial if the entire run was one edited video. But I don't know how feasible that is with how long the series are. And not able to edit them myself. So, let's see though. A sky god.
I was literally about to kill her. We'll tame her instead.
Rock texture. Anyone skips an episode or so. Man, iron again. Where's the tin? And copper. Christ. We might have to try to pull tin from the world map if we can find some out there, but... Alright, we got 2 more rolls here, I guess. I need 10. A triple granny from R squared. Some good rock texture and fluffy trees in your inn. Yeah, the textures are pretty good in this. It's funny, we were talking about how the game is like banished. And I liked Banished, and I was fine with how it looked. But if you pull up Banished now, and you look at that compared to this, it is very night and day difference. All right, we got a triple granny. Let's do that really quick. And then we'll go upgrade some stuff.
It's hard to talk when I'm in the zone, the auto zone. I have no interest in killing you, but I will. You died with a legendary strap-on.
What kind of people are Granny killing? Does it render the teeth of its civilians? I don't know about that. Have to go zoom in on. Do I remember the context? I do. So, we had a slave in one of the RimWorld runs, and they died, and they had a slave strap, whatever. They were wearing one of those. And so, as you can see, I almost said it again without thinking. I said that, and it was a slave strap. They had a slave strap that they were wearing. Was it melee gods? It might have been, because we did use we did have prisoners and slaves, I think, because we couldn't have colonists, right? So unless they were becoming melee gods. Yeah, so that's how it was. Strangers in a strange land, sure. Come on in. Brilliant Easy looked up your videos. Yeah, and so it falls off really hard if you don't specifically go look for them. There's a clip. Basically Factorio, but different. It has some parts that are like... You're talking about Factorio? I'm guessing auto-corrected. It has some parts that are like Factorio, but it's more similar to games like Banished or Anno. Oh, there's a Lydia summon also. Okay.
The ovum.
Hey, that's not Lydia. The ovum has been taken.
Or Granny. All right, hang on, R-Squared. I gotta get some... I'll come back to them. But yeah, it's pretty similar to those. So Secret Squirrel, I made a video that goes over... An edited video that goes over in detail what the game is like and what its systems are and stuff like that. So if you want, you can always check those out. If you type exclamation what, or if you go on YouTube and look up what is New Cycle, I made a video that goes over it. So that might shed even more light on it if you want. But it is an edited video of going over the systems and explaining what things are. So we're gonna need even more craftsmen. Let me set up the craftsman and then I'll do the redemption. Wow, lightning strike just took out a whole friggin' house. That's some crazy lightning. 2 people were in the house and died. There's the clip. Thank you. All right, let me do this quotes and then we'll explain. F that house in particular. Yeah, what the crap? He was die instantly.
Where does it start? Just replace the butthole with the pee hole and no one's gonna laugh. I don't want to see any one-eyed willies. Die, squirrel.
God. Yeah, I saw the last one afterwards. Core power. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Hey, can we get that done yet? Nope, still not yet. Is there any other research that we can just do in the meantime? We still don't have enough wire built up. We're just not maintaining enough wire. So... but we need the tin. That's why we're working on the tin. So let's get that done. Okay, we'll get this connected so it's more efficient. We have the power for it. $7 a day. Yeah, okay. Oh my god, all these summons.
Who's breathing? Why are you breathing? Stop it!
Lots of channel points getting spent. Yeah. That legendary clip, yeah. Okay, food is going really well. So we are just consuming more wire than what we're putting out. Tools we're doing really well on. Let's switch over to wire in one of those for now. And where do we make the new clothing? So we can't make it here. Okay, so let's switch one of these over to the new kind of clothing. Linen, bronze, and leather. Look on my face. Housing is at 90, 100, 100. So we need a few houses too. Yourself, elements, the governments. The elements. Yeah, so in this game, the world was basically destroyed in the aftermath of massive solar storms that wiped everything out. And you start a settlement with basically nothing. And you are against events and mainly the elements. So hunger, weather, drought, thirst, all the different needs of a civilization that keeps getting more complex the longer you play. And then also there are outside, you're not the only survivors. There are outsiders that you can have run-ins with that can be fatal, or where you have to choose one thing over the next, There's lots of little things like that, but in general, it's mainly player versus environment with occasional run-ins through mostly events at the moment with outside forces. All right. So tin ore should start coming in. It's actually not very efficient at all right now because of some of these been operating for 5 days. So we could actually get another mining facility. This could support a second one, and we have the workers. So let's go ahead and try to get some more specialists. Then we'll get another tin mine, double that up like we did the iron. Once we doubled up the iron mine, we skyrocketed. So we'll work to do that on tin and on copper. And we'll have all three of them coming in until we can get the world map ones going. All right, start training then. And yeah, wire's still a problem. Wire's still a problem. I mean, we can make another metalworks. We have the people. Kind of crazy, but I think I want to go make is more oil pumps, because this takes 70 barrels of crude oil to make 15 things of diesel. Good lord. No raiders? No, not in that way. Story based, but not like RimWorld raiders, no. They are adding scenarios, and one of the preview scenarios does show a main building like this one, only a little bit more advanced, and it does have like futuristic cannons around it that are shooting. But again, I don't know how active that'll be and how much of it will just pretty much be story events, or if we'll actually get attacked. I'm not sure. Oh, why? I don't mind answering. Yeah, don't ever worry. I don't mind answering RimWorld questions when I'm playing other stuff. So first off, don't worry about that, unless the question is like, Adam, don't you know you should be playing RimWorld? Why aren't you? Those kind of things. Only usually not as polite as that. But yeah, feel free to ask anytime. If I'm not super busy, I'll answer. Why you would have breachers and sappers every raid? Doing something wrong. Unless you have a mod, there is nothing in the game's files that makes it so a raid is more likely to be a breach or a sapper raid. So there is a misconception that like, oh, I have so many walls, I'm walled in, so it's going to send me more breachers. The AI isn't that smart in RimWorld, so the only thing that you could be doing that would get you more breachers would be if you're on an old patch, like right after Ideology came out, they were overtuned to come more often, or if you have a mod that's interfering. But in the base game, no, it's just bad luck. You know, you should be playing RimWorld. Things being a wall or not. Mech clusters. Yeah, sometimes it feels like you just get a flavor too. I've said before that sometimes playthroughs feel like they are like seeded to get certain things. And like we'll have a stream where I play against Randy and he'll drop 12 mech clusters, and then we won't see one for a week. It's like, all right, well, it's mech cluster Randy. And it's not actually a thing, but it really, really feels that way. Just getting unlucky then, yeah. Anything else in mech clusters? Training complete, yep. Have we failed a single specialist training, I shouldn't say? Yeah, vampires are the ones that are still playing. I actually got the artwork. You guys want a sneak peek? I got the artwork for my vampire character. Hang on. For the thumbnail. Let me make sure I don't have anything else in here. Here's the first draft of them. There they are. There's the first draft of these. I like the one on the right. I mean, I like them both, but Vampire the Cowlick. On the right, yeah, only on the right. So they made two initial designs, and then you're like, all right, what do you want from here, you know? But first time you tried to do the burn box, yeah, burn box does not work against breachers or sappers, yeah, unfortunately. Let's be Randy. Blah blah blah. That's a good movie, at least the first one. I don't think I've seen the sequels. My family's seen the sequels, but I haven't seen. I don't think I have. Spooky. Blah, blah, blah. All right, so wire is coming in. We want to get another mine going here. I wonder how mine 3 is going to be. I really want to get to that. It's actually right about time for me to wrap up playing this game, but I'm just getting to the point where I want to see what the next mine's going to be like, but my wife needs my help. Versus Blood. Used to play Bretonia in Warhammer Tabletop. Look forward to... Yes, I want to start that too. I've been thinking about that a lot. I thought I was going to be able to start it weeks ago. You know when that'll start? So, I'm thinking that I'll go back to Warhammer being the split game for a little while on the single phase run. So, most likely when the editor is done with the edited Mechanitor runs... Oh my god, we're not making tinned food anymore. When they're done with the edited runs for that, I'll be starting up the single phase run. And the split game will be Warhammer, at least through the Bretonia campaign. I've never played Bretonia past like turn 10 in Warhammer, so I'm looking forward to that one too. Other Warhammer streams, someone asked me yesterday on the stream, I said, Adam, what is your favorite strategy game? And I said, I had two answers. I said, first off, it's really hard to answer anything else other than nostalgia taking over, because StarCraft Brood War is going to be my answer basically always. But my favorite current, right this second, that I would be playing when they ask that is Warhammer 3, Total War Warhammer 3. Just really enjoy it. Brood War, yeah, it's hard for anything to beat out Brood War because I probably have 20 or 30,000 hours in Brood War. I used to play it competitively, US competitively. I wasn't beating any South Korean pros in, you know, Kespa era or something, but and Conquer. I have a Command and Conquer remastered playthrough up on YouTube. That was a lot of fun. I need to do the Red Alert remastered playthrough sometime as well. All right, we'll get the supply line, the conveyor belt moved in there too, but we gotta get these rations going. Play the original Command & Conquer. Yeah, and the original remaster, I did a playthrough of the campaign, is up on YouTube. You can probably just type in Adam vs. Everything Command & Conquer and find it, or your thoughts. I really liked it. I think it was a good remaster. They very much kept how the original game felt. Like all the pros and cons of the controls and things like that. Kind of like how Brood War Remastered did. But yeah, I liked it. I still haven't done the Red Alert Remaster though. Did like Command & Conquer Red Alert. I think my favorite Command & Conquer is Tiberium Sun still. I wish they would do a remaster of Tiberium Sun. I think Tiberium Sun and Red Alert 2, if I had to say 2, but I think Tiberium Sun is my favorite. Peace through power. Kane's Wrath. Was it modern controls in it? I don't know. It's been a few years. I played it when it came out, like 2 years ago. But it definitely didn't feel like some of the remasters come out and are not good. But the Tim Curry memes, they're always circulating, yeah. All right, let's go ahead and demolish this. We'll do a new one. Not exactly how I'm going to do that, but oh well. And then we got to make sure that the output allows 10, 220. It's a commercial from like 2001 or something. Boy, that must have been a really effective commercial. 220. So we just get bounty perks, damn riders. 5 memories of Red Alert, so many hours. I remember playing one of the Command & Conquers on console too. On PlayStation 1, I feel like. Terrible. Terrible playing RTS games on console. Also remember playing StarCraft on N64. I loved StarCraft so much that I bought it on N64 as well, and oh my god. Terrible. Terrible. Do you think it's the worst in the series, Tiberium Sun? That's interesting. Yeah, but to each their own, as always. What? StarCraft on N64, yep. Did you not know it was on there? Yep. I played StarCraft on N64 with a banana Donkey Kong controller. So it was the limited edition Donkey Kong 64 controller where the ends of the N64 controller actually looked like bananas. And I remember... Not only that, my friend Andrew and I played split screen versus mode on the N64 on like a, I don't even know, man, probably like an 18-inch screen. An 18-inch screen, split screen, 1v1 of StarCraft Brood War on N64. Terrible. Terrible. Game machine around as a kid, took that up. Networking before you had Blue was a feat. Crossover cable. Free collects NES, SNES, 64 games. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, let me know if he has it. Amazing and sounds awful. It was awful, but at the time we loved it. So you had the actual N64, the Donkey Kong. I didn't have that. Mine was just the standard N64. But the see-through green one, yeah, felt really cool. What was up with all those see-through things, like the Game Boy Advances and stuff? It was like purple ice. You can see the components. And we gotta get this regular bullet breaks, barter, craftsman, worker. Ah, man. Crystal Pepsi. See-through electronics as a kid, fond memories. I think the only see-through electronics I had as a kid was we had a cord phone. There was a cord phone in the kitchen. See-through. See-through Doritos. My favorite unit and faction in StarCraft. So in Brood War, my main faction was Terran. And in StarCraft 2, my main faction was Zerg. My favorite unit, I don't know, that's really tough. Really tough. Maybe Hydralisk. I just really like... Hydralisk are kind of like the Zerg poster boys of the franchise. But I don't know, there's so many. It's really hard. Like picking a favorite child or cat. Something. The Smart Man's Army. See-through Doritos. We are still eating through that tin ore. Well, we're actually turning it into the tin ingots pretty effectively now. Alright, cool. So we should now switch our focus. Someone doesn't have security. That's not a big deal. I think switch our focus over to getting that diesel done. Can't believe that those aren't given. This needs 65 per day. Is there any way to make these more efficient? Doesn't look like it. All right. Going to refer to your kids as Zerglings. It's a Zerglin, Lester. It's a lesser kind of Zerg. Speaking about nostalgic things, the old school Blizzard cinematics like that. I remember the first time I saw some of the cinematics in Diablo 2, and I was like, this looks like real life. This is identical. I can't tell this person apart from a real human being. And now you look at it and it was like, wait a minute, is this really how it looked? Apparently as a kid, my brain was filling in all the extras. Blizzard. Your brain was fully developed at that point? Sure it wasn't, because your brain keeps developing until you're like in your low 20s, right? Whoops. Hopefully you have the power for this. Better chill out. Tomb Raider. And the one I always talk about is GoldenEye. I can very clearly remember GoldenEye coming out. And as a kid, I was like, how do they do this? This is literally Pierce Brosnan. I can't tell the difference. You put Pierce Brosnan in this in a picture, it's the same picture, that meme. But now when I look, it's literally like 4 polygons. GoldenEye's like 4 polygons. Bam, still facing the wall. Yeah. Oh, what? It got rid of your... I see what you posted, yeah. It thought it was a suspicious link, secret squirrel. Time in GoldenEye in the bathroom. Game had a bathroom. Did you go up into the vents? That's where everyone went on that map, right? Go up into the vents. First PC game. Yeah, so I grew up very poor. Super poor in a very rural area. And so what I would do is I would literally save everything I could find. I would pick up cans and take them to get recycled. I would pick up pennies and things like that. I would save everything and roll pennies to be able to afford the next game. And then my mom would buy me like one game for... She would save up. She'd buy me one game on my birthday, one game for Christmas, and then one game if I got straight A's on a school year. And I got straight A's every single year. And that's probably a lot of the reason why. So I kept everything pristine as well. I was very proud of these things. And I kept all the boxes, everything. And then, I won't go into details, but we had a really crazy house fire when I was probably like 11 or 12, and we lost everything. So lost all my games, everything that I had saved up over all those years. Literally just everything burned. It was a 100-and-something-year-old house. It had been remodeled a couple times where we got it, and it went up really quickly. Everything was gone. We barely survived. Literally barely survived getting out of the house. Anyway, eventually we got insurance money, and my mom was like, you know, do you want to rebuy games? Do you want to buy new games? You know, this portion is from the games and stuff that you lost. What do you want to do with it? And I was like, I want a computer. I want a computer. And so she got me a computer, and it took a long time for it to arrive, but I was at my great-grandmother's because we were staying with her for a while we didn't have a place to live, and the Gateway computer boxes arrived. Big cow print boxes arrived at my grandmother's house, and my mom had bought me StarCraft 1 and Diablo. So Diablo and StarCraft were the first computer games that I owned myself. My very first computer. I'd played other things before at friends' houses and stuff like that. My first games for computer were StarCraft and Diablo. What's your first real computer, Sue? The Gateway. This is Gothic. So I played quite a few computer games before that, you know, elsewhere, but the first ones I owned were those. Blooming from the boxes. Now I am versus everything from the origin story, yeah. Unfortunate. It's really crazy the butterfly effect of the house burning had on my life in the long run. There's a lot to it. We barely survived the house fire. It's a long story, but also because of the house fire, I eventually snapped my arm in half. Because I snapped my arm in half, I didn't go into the military. Because I didn't go into the military, I met my wife. Like, it's a really crazy amount of butterfly effects that event had on my entire life. I don't know if it's often that people can look at a single, maybe, like a single event and map out just how many things happened because of that event and how it shaped the entirety of your life. I literally would be here streaming if my house hadn't burned. Like, there's so many things about it. That's a story for another time, because I need to wrap things up and make dinner for the family, because speaking of my wife, is not feeling well. They changed her medication for her anxiety disorder, her panic disorder, and she's having some reactions to it. So I'm going to be making dinner, helping out extra. You guys can ask me about the full story if you want at some point. I've told it a couple times on stream. Man, I really wanted to get to the train. We're so close. So close, but... Part of the fire nation. Am I okay with fire? Yeah, fire doesn't bother me. It was really close, though. It was like from a friggin' movie. We had a porch with like an overhang on it, and my mom and I jumped off the porch and it collapsed behind us. Like literally movie-esque. Crazy. Crazy. All yours was... Oh, you didn't... Yeah, okay. Yeah, a lot of people learn English as a second language from playing games like that, yeah. All right, well, that was fun. I think I'll be doing probably some RimWorld tomorrow. I'm going to look. So I want the edited Mechanitor run to finish before I start the single phase run. And I'm not sure if I feel like doing a speed run tomorrow or not. But right now the plan is still to do RimWorld tomorrow. I'm just not sure which RimWorld thing I'm going to do. Ugh. All right. Go ahead, seem happy now. Thank you. Thank you. All right. That is it for me. I'm wrapping things up. I'm going to go ahead and hit the end on YouTube. Thank you guys for hanging out on YouTube. Thank you for the conversation. Much appreciated. If you want to see more New Cycle, this is the second video on the stream. They're both in the live tab. If you would, it would help me out a lot if you check out the What is New Cycle. So I don't have any kind of affiliate link or anything with New Cycle. The developers just wanted me to make a couple videos, and they said I could make whatever kind I wanted. And I tried to make that What is New Cycle as the video. So, you know, feedback on the video or just views on it, likes on it, whatever. That's the thing that helps me the most, because it will allow me to continue working with the developer and even more so the publisher. So check that out if you have some time. It is a short edited video. But yeah, otherwise, thank you guys. I'm going to click